Janine writes that she's been involved with a man for the past 5 months. It was a long distance relationship. So for the past 5 months, you've been with this guy in a long distance relationship, 3 hours apart. You're in person seeing him every 3 to 4 weeks. You're talking on the phone or texting nearly every night. You're letting him mainly contact you because okay, that's good. Good, because you want to gauge how keen he is. That's really good, because if you're letting a guy initiate, this is for all of us, if you're letting someone initiate, that is telling you valuable information about how into you he is, how much he values good communication, how willing he is to communicate with you. Okay. So that's good. Plus, this had been a mistake I'd made in previous relationships. I was always the one chasing the man, the first one to contact, etc. Okay, I want to do things differently this time. Good. So 3 weeks ago, he completely ceased any contact. He ghosted me. Okay, so totally out of the blue, ghosts you. Got it. I was quite bewildered and a little disappointed with this, as we spent most nights. But again, I stuck to my new attitude: don't chase him, let him come to you. Okay, so you spoke most nights. Got it. Okay, Monday this week, he finally rang. Okay, so 3 weeks ago. So he went so basically he went about 2.5 weeks without contacting you at all. So he ghosted you 2.5 weeks. Monday, he explains himself. He tells you he met someone new, a local lady, so he was moving on and our relationship was over. Oh, I'm sorry. That is hard. It hurts even if you suspect it, because, that still hurts. I'd actually suspected this, as it was so weird and out of character, he suddenly ceased all contact. Jane, I know my relationship with this man was only short, but I'd fallen for him and I'm hurting a bit now, especially knowing I was abandoned for another woman, and to know he'll be sleeping with her and having a great time, great sex life with someone else. We were great together, and this man, so basically you guys had you had a lot of in common in bed, and so you're thinking so he wouldn't have wasted any time being with some new woman. My question is, how can I learn to actually trust a man again? Looking back on the past 5 months, I never really trusted this man. Okay, there's the key. You knew there was something there in this 5 months. You never really trusted him. Okay, and I got to tell you, I'll reiterate this. I think I have a post about the 3 or 4 month mark. Never trust a man until at least 3-4 months, 4 to play it safe, at least. Okay, but that around the 3-4 month mark, something happens. You find out who someone really is. A guy cannot sustain his behavior for more than 3 or 4 months. Okay, that's when, if he's on good behavior and it's only an act, or it's his best behavior, it's what he wants to be, but it actually isn't who he is, you're never going to get more than 3 or 4 months out of that. Okay, he can't keep it up for that long without showing you some cracks in what you're seeing. Okay. So, and that would fall in line, because if it was 3 weeks ago that he stopped contact and it's been 5 months, that would be about the 4 months and 1 week. So it's going to be around that time that, so that's basically what you saw. So it was good that you never really trusted him until then, but that is also the key here. So how can I learn to really trust a man again? Well, first of all, you're going to make sure that someone's trustworthy. And so you're going to get past the 4 month mark to make sure you know, because that is, that's telling right there. So when you say, I never really trusted this man, as he's very outgoing and charismatic, and he lives in a tourist town renowned for its partying atmosphere. Okay, all of these. So the biggest thing here is that you never really trusted him. I want you to listen to that next time. When your gut, I can't tell you how many times I have been so right about that, but I never wanted to believe it. And this is the same thing I see happening with the women that I'm coaching too. They want to believe, they talk about it after, and after we talk about the red flags, and they're like, I never really trusted him, or I always had my doubts, or, I had a feeling about this. And it's like, okay, please listen to those feelings in the moments. You'll save yourself so much heartbreak. It'll be so much easier if you can see that. Okay. So the number one thing though from this is, you already saw this. You trust a man by choosing someone who's trustworthy, by waiting a certain amount of time to make sure he is trustworthy. Okay. I always feel now I have to do lots of background detective work on a potential new man. Yeah, you do. You do. And you did it with the latest man, but you still didn't trust him. So honestly, your gut says everything. You've got a lot of experience. You are right there in front of him. You get a feel. Very, very rarely are there ever any clear-cut cases of where there were no red flags, there were no signs. It's usually we just don't listen to them, or we run headlong into them because we don't want to believe them. We want to think there's so much else in there that's so good. We want to believe we're right, or we're right that this really is something amazing, and we're wrong when our warning bells are going off telling us there's something there.